Okay, dear students, welcome back to English session. We have been discussing degrees of comparison. Now let us take one more example. Ravi runs faster than Ramesh. Faster than, what kind of degree it is? It is comparative degree, because we have this called faster than, comparative degree. This is a comparative degree. Comparative degree. Now let us change into positive degree. Positive degree. Which tense it is? Runs is a simple present. Runs is the simple present tense. Runs simple present tense. This is the positive sentence, means runs positive sentence. And when we change into positive sentence, it becomes negative. It becomes negative. So here we take the Ramesh this side. Ramesh, since it is simple present tense, we use he or it does or doesn't. Does or doesn't. He, she, it does or doesn't. Here Ramesh. So here you can write Ramesh doesn't run. This is negative. When you write negative, third person singular, we should write Ramesh doesn't. We shouldn't write Ramesh don't. Ramesh doesn't run. Okay. So as fast as Ravi. So this is the way how to change comparative to positive. Okay, we change now. Ravi runs faster than Ramesh. So keep the Ramesh this side. Ramesh, since the present tense, runs doesn't. So Ramesh doesn't run so fast as Ravi. This is how to change comparative to positive. So one more, let us see. Second one, if they are not bigger than, if it is there in comparative degree, if it is there comparative degree, in positive we should write at least, which means in comparative degree, if comparative degree shows negative sentence, this is a negative sentence. Comparative degree shows negative sentence. In positive, when we change to positive sentence, we should use at least. Once again repeat, I clearly repeat, if the negative sentence is there in the comparative, not bigger than, then we should write positive at least. Let us see one example. I am not bigger than you. So what kind of sentence it is? Positive or negative? Negative sentence. Why we say negative sentence? Because it is the not. I am not bigger than you. Now when it is negative sentence in positive degree, we should use at least. I am not bigger than you. Now let us see here. You first one, you bring here you this side. We should write here positive. If the question is negative, we should write positive. In the positive sentence, we should write at least. So you are at least. Okay. At least as big as I You are at least as big as I. You should write at least here. And as big as. You should write here big. In positive sentence, we shouldn't write bigger or biggest. In positive sentence, we should write only big. Only big. So, you are at least as big as I. So, this is the way how to change, how to write comparative to positive. Now, let us take when we compare three or more persons, when we compare type 3, when we compare three or more persons or things, we use superlative degree also. We use superlative degree. Now let us see small, brief and easy way how to write positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Now let us see. First one, the tallest. So what degree it is? Superlative degree. Yes, very good. What tense it is? Superlative degree. Why it is called superlative degree? The words ending with est. I told you before. The words ending with est, it is called superlative degree. So here I am writing here superlative degree. Okay, superlative degree. Second one, the tallest is over. Next one, taller than any other. This is comparative degree. Taller than. The superlative, comparative and positive, right here. Okay. Very few, as very few, as here you can write adjective. This is positive degree. This is positive degree. So this is called the tallest, superlative, taller than any other, comparative. If you find the tallest, if you find the tallest in the sentence, in any sentence, the tallest, the biggest, the smallest, the longest, the brightest, we should write this form, taller than or very few. Taller than or very few. So here very few, or we can write here no other. As. Now let us see. The tallest, taller than any other, no other, as. Now let us see one by one examples how to write, how to change positive to superlative to comparative to positive. One example we see. For example, he is the tallest boy in the class. This is the question. This question, he is the tallest boy in the class. What kind of a degree it is? What kind of degree? Positive or comparative or superlative degree. Why it is called superlative degree? He is the tallest boy in the class. Now this is a superlative degree. Now let us see how we will change. He is the tallest boy. He is not taller than. What is our rule? Not taller than any other boys. Okay. Any other boys in the class. Now see, so the tallest taller than any other. You have to remember the tallest taller than any other. When we see the tallest, the biggest, we should write taller than. Okay, so he is the tallest boy in the class. Now, for example, Gopi, one more example, let us see. Gopi is the richest. Gopi is the richest man in the city. For example, the richest, again here, superlative degree. So again we can write, before we write this one, we write this is a, now let us see how to change positive. This is the superlative, this is a comparative, this one is no other boy in the class so tall as, okay, he. Now see, no other boy in the class so tall as he. Now see that the tallest, taller than any other, and here so tall as he. This is superlative degree. We changed into comparative degree. Same sentence we changed into positive degree. Now let us see the tallest, taller than any other. If you see the tallest, taller than any other, and no other boy in the class as tall as he. Now once again, one more example in this type. Gopi is the richest man in the city. This is the superlative degree. So Gopi is the richest man in the city. Now this is, how can we write comparative degree? So here identify here what is that, the richest. Identify here the richest. Now let us see comparative degree. Gopi is, we should write not richer than any other man in the city. So okay, how can we write into positive to comparative in the city? Now see, Gopi is not richer than any other. Underline again, richer than any other. And here the richest man. Now positive degree, how can we write? When there is the richest or richer than any other, we should start with no other, because he is the richest man. We shouldn't write any other thing here. Now let us see no other man in the city. After writing here, now let us see so rich as Gopi. This is the first type in this kind of sentence when we compare that. First type. So here I am writing here again the tallest here, and we should write the tallest. This is superlative. Next one, taller than any other. This is comparative. Next one, no other as dash so dash as. This is the positive. Now this is the structure of this sentence. The tallest, this type, the tallest, the taller than any other, taller than no other. Now let us see second type in this kind of sentence. Second type. When we compare again with 3 or more persons, when you use one of the second type, one of the tallest, when this is one, when you use the word one of the, now how can we change, how can we write, how can we one of the, when we get one of the, how can we write a superlative to comparative, comparative to positive. Now let us see an example here. One of the tallest, this is the superlative degree, second one, taller than most or many other, this is the comparative. Next one, very few, okay, as dash as, this is a positive. So when we see one of the, this method you should follow, this type you should follow. What type? If we find one of the tallest, first this is the tallest, here we should not write one of the, so the tallest means you should write this formula, taller than any other. Remember, the tallest means taller than any other. Next one, no other. But when we see one of the, we should write this formula, one of the means now taller than most or many other. Now let us see example. Let us see an example. Ravi is one of the tallest boys in the class. Now see the difference in the class. Ravi is one of the tallest. So when we have to find out one of the tallest. Now let us see, one of the tallest means here we are writing one of the tallest. Next, taller than most or many other. Next one, very few, right here. Now let's see, Ravi is not taller than most boys in the class. This is the comparative degree. So comparative degree, this one is one of the tallest. Now we have taller than most, most other boys in the class. So one of the tallest, most is not taller than most other boys in the class. What is the difference between the first type and second type? The first type, if you see the tallest, the richest, we should write this type. When we see one of the tallest, we should write this formula. Now let us see, very few boys in the class, as tall as Ravi. This is a positive degree. As tall as, very few. So Ravi is one of the tallest. So Ravi is not taller than and as tall as Ravi. Let us take second example. America is one of the richest country in the world. See, this is the superlative degree. Now tell me, America is one of the richest country in the world. So you should find out what is that one of the richest. One of the richest. Now let us write a comparative degree. America is, okay, America is not richer. America is not richer, okay, than most other countries in the world. This is how to write in comparative degree when we use one of the richest. So what did you find here? One of the richest here and richer than most other. Listen attentively and clearly. Here one of the richest means richer than most other. And next, positivity, very few, here very few countries we should write here in the world, very few countries in the world, okay, as rich as America. There are many richest countries are there. So America is one of the. There are many rich countries are there. Among this one, America is one of the richest countries in the world. So now so far positive, comparative positive we learned. Next one, if there is the tallest, the richest, the biggest, the smallest, the highest, the brightest, the fattest comes, how to change. Next, second type, one of the richest, one of the fattest, one of the largest, one of the longest, one of the biggest comes when we how to change, we have seen here. Next, negative sentence, simple superlative in negative sentence. Let us see negative sentence how to change. Negative sentence, when there is a negative sentence, how you change? First one, not est, which means not tallest, not tallest. This is superlative. Now let us listen carefully. Negative, when the negative sentence means how to change, not tallest. Next, okay, means for example taller, okay, taller than some, tall, this is comparative, taller than some. Next one, some, okay, some as tall as. This is the formula in negative sentence. When we see negative sentence, this is the formula. The not tallest means in comparative degree taller than some. Next one, superlative positive degree, some you should write. Now let us one example let us take. He is not tallest. In this sentence we should write positive degree, we should write at least we should write at least. Okay, now let us see this side. I write here at least. Now he is not tallest boy in the class, this is negative sentence. So negative sentence, how to change, negative sentence? He is not the tallest boy in the class. Now let us see. He is not taller than some boys in the class. This is comparative degree. Like this you should change this comparative degree. So he is not, this is the not the tallest boy, this is the negative sentence, okay, this is negative sentence. So he is not taller than some boys. Now when we change it to positive, some boys are as, okay, as, so it's like are at least. So at least, why we use at least, you know, if there is negative sentence, listen carefully, If there is negative sentence, we should write at least here. Some boys are at least as, okay, as tall as he. This is the positive degree. Some boys are at least, very, very important. This one is very, very important. This is very, very important. So, if the superlative degree is in the negative sentence, this type of structure you should write, this type of sentence you should change. So, if the sentence is negative in superlative degree, comparative and positive degree, always at least you should write, very, very important. One more example we will see. One more example. Namita is not, okay, not cleverest girl in the class. Okay, what is that? Namita is not the cleverest, not the cleverest girl in the class. This is positive, superlative degree. So, what did you write? What did you find out here? Not the cleverest. Not the cleverest. What kind of sentence? Negative sentence. Once again, I repeat, negative sentence. So, how should we change negative sentence here? Okay, how should we change Rita? How should we change? Okay, Rita is not the cleverest girl in the class. Now, not the cleverest. Now, let us see how to change the comparative degree. For example, this side we see, okay, Rita is not cleverer than, okay, some girls in the class. This is which kind of sentence? Comparative sentence, comparative degree. Now, let us see how to write in positive degree. Now, here you write, what is that? Some girls, here you should bring here, some girls are, okay, some girls are at least as, okay, clever as Rita. This is the answer. Now, let us see, finally, listen. Rita is not the cleverest girl in the class. So, not the cleverest, this is negative sentence. So, when there is negative sentence, this is the model. Whether Rita is not cleverer than some girls or some other girls in the class. Now, this is the comparative degree. Now, let us take superlative degree. Some girls or some other girls are not least as clever as Rita. This is at least. So, what did we learn this? In this sentence, negative sentence, we should write at least. Now, let us recall first what we learnt this session. What are the comparative degree? Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. So, let us conclude this lesson. I hope you understood this grammar. So, let us start the new class and new session next class. Thank you.